Hey guys, I'm Mama Bear to Many. I am mom to 15 children. I am sitting at Brigham and Women's NICU in Boston. And our sweet little baby number 15, Azariah, he is in the NICU. He has trisomy 18. I'm trying to think. It is ups and downs every day in the NICU. So this morning, his lungs looked really good. One whole lung looked really clear, so that was super good. Super good. Yeah, I sound like a teenager. Yeah, so that was really good. And we went during rounds, like everything sounded pretty good. We're going to be giving some blood today to make up some of the blood that he lost during doing the central line, and then his platelets were low, so they were going to do that in addition. So they did all those things, and then he around 3:30 he started acting just a little bit different. Usually he gets his cares at 4, and so he was a little bubbly at the mouth, and I spoke to the nurse and I said, can I wipe his mouth, whatever, because he was just like blowing little bubbles. And then he was just kind of acting like he couldn't get comfortable, and the nurse came over and she said, okay, let's try to reposition him. And there's just a bunch of things, because a lot of times if he's really like upset, I can, like if he's upset with something, if I lay my hands just directly on him, then he might just take a couple minutes and then he's able to calm down. And he was kind of breathing over the ventilation. So she's like, let's just see. So we tried to like do his cares, which is like diaper change, checking like if there's any blood draws or anything like that, that can all get done during that time. And so we did his diaper change, got him semi-situated. We are waiting for a respiratory therapist to come in to hold, because he's on ventilation. She usually like holds the ventilation when he gets placed correctly, but there is a bunch of people here, and quite a few like really serious cases like Azariah's. And so they I could see the respiratory therapist actually in the room across from us, so I knew it wasn't going to be immediate. So she got another nurse that used to work in respiratory, and they moved the vent and stuff over to the other side so he could get in a more comfortable position. And so we're trying to do that, trying to just do like all the techniques that we would do, turning up the air, that type of stuff. He just still seemed a little agitated. And so she called the doctor in and asked the doctor if we could get a chest x-ray, and he evaluated him. And yeah, so they said, yeah, let's get a chest x-ray. So they got a chest x-ray, and it looks like his lung partially collapsed. So they changed settings, repositioned him again into a better position for him to handle that. And yeah, got him all situated. Then there was shift change, and so she took his temperature, and he had a raised temperature. It's 37.6 Celsius, which I think is like 99.5, I believe, something like that. I looked it up to see how much it was. So a slightly elevated temperature, where he just had his his central line put in. They wanted to make sure that there wasn't an infection. So they are drawing blood and doing tests right now, but his poor little veins, poor little baby, they're having a hard time with it, and we can't be in the room. And that's kind of upsetting, because I just want to like lay my hands on him. It's hard enough that you can't like pick him up and love him and care for him, but I can't even like lay my hands on him. So he's probably okay. I think they were giving him a bolus of morphine before they did it. So he should be fine, and he's probably not uncomfortable. It's just me thinking that I'm not there watching his face and watching his little cues to know if he's uncomfortable or not. So it's probably just me being mom over here and not seeing his face. So then my husband went to go back to see. We've been over here for probably like 2 hours. And so my husband went over there to see. We can't be in the room when they're doing that, to see what was going on. And they said that Boston Children's has an EEG on his head fully. And they said that they saw some potential seizure activity at like 7:30. So they are going to do another head ultrasound. Did he have his head ultrasound today or yesterday? Okay, so he had a head ultrasound yesterday, and everything was the same as it had been prior, which was 2 days before. So they're just going to get another head ultrasound tonight, and then he's supposed to it's 10 o'clock now, and then he's supposed to get a chest x-ray at midnight. So most likely that will be done. We can be in there for the ultrasound, but we can't be in there for the x-ray, which is at midnight. So, yeah, we'll just see how it all works out. And then they'll probably, if they do an x-ray at 12, my guess is they'll probably do another, depending on what it looks like, they'll probably do another blood gas and x-ray about 4 in the morning. So just kind of like, I don't know. That's just my guess, because that seems how it's been working out. Usually everything happens like right before bed. And so there's lots of ups and downs. I noticed some people in the comments, you guys are so awesome. Let me just say, I love reading your comments and your prayers, and I just feel really, really supported. And I don't want to take away from that, because the majority of people here are here to support us. But I did want to mention something that I've seen a couple times, and I want to bring it up because I don't think that people should do this, and I don't want somebody to like say this on another channel to somebody else going through like a hard time or something. I think that it's really a parent's decision and a family's decision what decisions they make as far as care for a child and how much intervention they want. I think that it's kind of interesting that somebody might say, I can't believe that you're trying to save this baby. But let me just say, if you had a heart attack, would you want somebody to be there to save you? At what point is intervention okay, and what point is intervention not okay? I think we all have to make individual decisions for ourselves and our families. Would you want care? If you're not feeling well, don't you go to the doctor and get the care that's needed? That's what I'm fighting for my son. I want him to have the care that he needs. And do we know that there's potential that he could die? Yes. We know that the potential is that we're all gonna die. All of us. What do you want from the time right now, right today, until the time you die? What do you want out of life? You want to be loved? You want to be cherished? You want to feel like part of a family, part of, a community? It's like what you want, right? That's what we want to give to our son. We want to give him love. He already makes so much joy in our lives, like just like when you have a baby. If you have a baby and your baby coos, or your baby makes these cute little movements or something, we put him on video chat with the kids, and he moves around, or he opens his eyes, and all the kids are like, did you see he opened his eyes? And Azariah hears them, and he'll move his hand, or he'll look around to try to find the people that are talking. We're not talking about some lump of cells like society wants us to think babies are. We're talking about a human life. And sometimes things are tough. And do we try to make every situation, we try to make it as pain-free as possible for our son? And overall, my son's not in pain. Overall, he's like completely content. He's peaceful. He's, you know, having a great day. When my little sweet pea had to go and was in DKA, they had to, you know, get blood out of her arm, and it was really hard for her because the way her veins are really small. It was really hard for her. Do I just say, oh, it was difficult and she was going to have a hard time doing that, so I'm going to choose not to let you live? It makes no sense. So to say that, like, it's stupid for me to try to choose life for my child is just ridiculous. At what point do you want help? If you were to have a heart attack or a stroke, or, you know, if you were to get in a car accident, any of those things, do you want somebody to help you? I would imagine the answer would be yes. So you may want to think twice before you comment on other people's things, saying that it's wrong or it's cruel or whatever, because you would probably choose that for yourself. If you got in a car accident, you're going to be in pain. You're going to be in a lot of pain. So do you think somebody should just look at you and be, as you're moaning and groaning, and say, it looks like you're in pain, let me walk away? I doubt it. Yeah. So I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and yeah, hope you have a blessed day.